So here we go, first down and 10 for McNamara in the shotgun. Haskins to his left. Big drive for the Wolverines as they trail by 1. McNamara with time delivers, and he's got a man. It's Eric All. Good catch up inside the 35 to about the 37. First down, Wolverines.
Great catch right there by Eric All, but Cade McNamara, wow, getting that ball out at the nick of time as he gets taken down, gets it across to Eric All. Now the question is, did Eric All come down with the catch? Wolverines are going to try to get the play in quick before there's any potential review right now.
It looks like he did catch it. So here we go on a first down and 10. Haskins up the middle, stood up. Jacob Slade, 64, in on the stop. He's their mauler in the middle for the Michigan State defense. So a second down and long coming up. So they only got a yard up to the 38. McNamara in control. Higher scoring game than people might have anticipated to start. Both teams have come out flying, especially Michigan State on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, this is going to be a shootout.
Second down and 9 from the 38. McNamara in the gun. Haskins to his left. McNamara back to throw. Looks. Ball is deflected and down. Almost. That happened to Michigan State, and that ball was deflected and thankfully to the ground for the Michigan Wolverines.
Yeah, the Wolverines right now, they cannot turn the ball over. There is a lot of momentum riding with the Spartans right now, scoring the last 2 touchdowns as Spartan Stadium erupts for this big third down and 9 for the Wolverines.
These are the spots that you want to see Cade McNamara make the play. We'll find out if he can. Third down and 9. McNamara barking out signals, empty set. Corum back in the backfield. Back to throw. McNamara, he rolls, he looks, he's got a man. It's Shoemaker at midfield. First down, Wolverines. And that's exactly what you want to see from your quarterback. Calm and composed and finding his open receiver in Shoemaker, the backup tight end.
That's what Cade McNamara does. He's not flashy, but he makes the right throws, the right plays. He gets the first down for the Wolverines. Could not ask for a better player there. As his pocket was falling apart, finds his man in the middle, gives the Wolverines a fresh set of downs.
In the pistol from the 48, first down and 10, motioning over is all. Here is Corum on the give, and Corum's got a little bit of a hole, and he gets up inside the 45 to about the 42-yard line.
And that first down right there just gives this team a burst of energy, gives them at least a refresher, you know. All the momentum was with the Spartans. You do not want to let these fans get into this game.
Just a huge conversion. Then you get a positive first down run. Now you have second and manageable. This is a chance for Cade McNamara to get settled in. And I thought, I've said this, he's played really well, and that was such a good play on a third down and 9 to stay composed. Just an awesome job by Michigan's QB1. Here's Haskins. Haskins breaking a tackle. Hassan Haskins inside the 30, inside the 20, and tackled at the 18. Flag comes in. Let's check this.
That might be a targeting hit right there because the tackle did come in with his head down low on Haskins, but Haskins breaking away from tackles. The power running back for these Wolverines.
And it looks like, yeah, it's going to be a targeting call. It was on the transfer from Auburn, Chester Kimbrough, the corner. Their starting cornerback, also down for the Michigan State Spartans, 97 Maverick Henson. He'll be helped off the field. But that, now we're looking at the big board. I don't know if that's going to be a targeting. They're going to review it as every play with targeting when it's called. It will be reviewed. So let's take a look. What do you see here, Amir?
Well, as we're looking at this replay, how about Hassan Haskins just breaking away from tackles right there?
Nah, I don't see it.
I don't see the targeting. I mean, initial fast during live, you saw the targeting because he did come in and Hassan Haskins, his head did go back a little bit, but he did lean with the crown of the helmet. Hassan Haskins, luckily he did not hit Hassan in the helmet, so I don't believe this is targeting.
So it's all about if the defender leans with the head or neck. I don't see it. We're going to wait on the call. You need conclusive evidence to overturn this. They're still waiting on this, but nonetheless, it will be a very good run for Hassan Haskins. At the 18-yard line, Michigan will have the ball. If the targeting is called, which we don't expect it to be, and it is not, so it will remain first down.
Yeah, the Michigan State dodging a bullet right there by not losing their cornerback.
Yeah, that was Chester Kimbrough, number 12, the Auburn transfer, one of the 40 transfers that we mentioned that Mel Tucker got for this team. He's been solid on the back end, and he stays in the game. So Michigan, first down and 10, inside the red zone. This is the money zone. Can Michigan score touchdowns? As J.J. McCarthy is on for a first down and 10 from the 18. Give it to Haskins. Haskins breaking a tackle, pushing forward. Tackle made by Burrow, number 8, and it should be up to about maybe the 17, gain of about a yard.
Yeah, and right away we can see that Jim Harbaugh and Josh Gaddis have done a lot of game planning to have J.J. McCarthy in this game. You know, last couple of times, usually in the first half, we saw J.J. maybe once or twice. This time we've seen him almost 10 times.
So McCarthy will stay in. One receiver out to the far side, that's Anthony. One on the near side, that's Johnson. The motion in Anthony. McCarthy in the pistol. Play action, rolling out, got a wide open man, but pass is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Yes, sir. Andrell Anthony with his second touchdown of the day. Cade McNamara rolling out to his right. Andrell Anthony did not take his eyes off the ball, goes up and catches it over the defender's helmet. Michigan answers when they needed to do. Now do they go for two is the question mark.
They'll bring in Moody, but I thought they were going to go. Shoemaker was wide open in the flat. They throw it in one-on-one coverage. Chester Kimbrough versus Andrell Anthony, and Andrell Anthony, the true freshman, with 2 big touchdowns as Michigan has a 19-14 lead. Moody on for the extra point. What a response.
Andrell Anthony is playing in his own backyard. He went to East Lansing High School. This is a homecoming for him. And how about that? 2 touchdowns for the true freshman as the Wolverines are back out on top.
What a game. I mean,
it's the best game in America, baby.
Wow. So Michigan, a 3rd down and 9 was the key with Cade McNamara. Both quarterbacks getting involved as J.J. McCarthy threw it up, and Andrell Anthony comes down with it for his second touchdown to give Michigan a 20-14 lead. As we enter the late stages of the second quarter, I have to bring this up. In 2 games against Northwestern and Wisconsin, Michigan's defense has really struggled at the end of first halves.
Yeah, Michigan's defense, you hit it right on the head right there. Michigan's defense is really struggling to close out games. You got 3:45 left on the clock, so Michigan State has plenty of time to do whatever they want now. But, you know, Michigan right there answering. You got to love it. You got to love football on a statement Saturday and forth. They know what's at stake. There's a lot. There's plenty of storylines. Just choose one. Choose one. That's about it. You got Paul Bunyan. Can Harbaugh win on the road against a top 15 team? Can they go 8-0? There's so many storylines. And this game is not disappointing so far. Folks, we are in for a good matchup here today.
And all of a sudden, another storyline is Michigan's defense, praised all year long. They've looked vulnerable against this Michigan.
And both teams are identical in their identities. They both love to run the ball on the ground. They love to do that. Kind of struggling to get it really going. You know, Kenneth Walker, he's done his job. Hassan Haskins right there breaking tackles and getting them open. But the difference, the X factor for this game is going to be who can make the most plays through the air. Right now, that's in the Wolverines' favor. You know, the first touchdown to Andrell Anthony, the 90-some-yard touchdown deep in the Michigan zone. And then J.J. McCarthy most recently to Andrell Anthony right there. So which team can go through the air, make the more bigger plays, and who can limit mistakes and turnovers right now? You know, the Spartans had 2 early turnovers in the first half, but Michigan capitalizing with 10 points. So but the Spartans will get the ball back.
So Jake Moody will kick it away. Michigan with a 20-14 lead here late stages of the second quarter. We've got 3:45 remaining. So this is the test for this Michigan defense. 2 straight drives, 2 touchdowns for the Spartans. It's time for a response for Mike McDonald and his defense. And it's going to have to start with this running defense and this defensive line led by Aiden Hutchinson. So Moody will send it deep, short kick, and it looks like they will return this for the first time. Here is the return from the Michigan State Spartan, and that one is brought down at the 23. It was not Jalen Naylor back there.
Yeah, this one's going to come back, though.
And it's going to come back.
Got 2 flags out on the field.
So that should, I was just talking about it. I mean, let's see this flag. Yeah. So this is what I talked about just moments ago in that last touchback. You're just, when you bring it out of the end zone, you're opening yourself up for some mistakes, and now they're going to bring this football back, and you just lose a free 15 yards that you could have had if you just waved the fair catch signal.
I mean, especially when you have Jake Moody kicking it off, and rarely does he ever not hit it into the five yards over of the opponent. But I would signal for the fair catch. The Michigan State electing to bring it out, and they'll start on their own 10 now.
So Michigan gets a gift here. Now Peyton Thorne in this offense will start inside the 10. He's in the pistol with Walker behind him. 3 wide receivers, 2 on the far, 1 in the near. Here's Walker. He's got space. Kenneth Walker cutting back. Kenneth Walker, great tackle. David Ojabo, and that's what you got to do. You got to limit the outside, and David Ojabo kept his lane, and a tackle for no gain for Kenneth Walker, 2nd down and 10.
Remember number 55, David Ojabo right there. A lot is on Aiden Hutchinson, which is also opening up David Ojabo. David Ojabo is also a perennial threat on that D-line right there.
Potential first-round pick next season. Here's Thorne. He's got Walker wide open. It's Kenneth Walker. He's up inside the 20 to the 24. First down, Spartans. And he was just wide open.
Wide open right there. Not a crazy pass. Just dump it low, give it to Walker, let Walker do his thing, and he gets a fresh set of downs for the Spartans.
Just a free 14 yards, and that's inexcusable for the Michigan defense. So now Thorne back in the pistol. Walker behind him. Thorne looks, and he'll be brought down. Aiden Hutchinson. Loss of about 2. Flag is also out. But look at number 97. Gonna be a hold against him, and that's the talent. You mentioned Ojabo. There's Aiden Hutchinson. So they're going to elect to accept the penalty, so another first down and 20 coming up. Flag was against J.D. Duplain.
Yeah, pin him deep. You know, take away the yards that Kenneth Walker had right there. Put Michigan State behind the sticks right there. Now number 97, Aiden Hutchinson. Potential top 10 pick in the next NFL draft right there. He wants this one bad.
First down and 20. In the shotgun is Thorne. Play action, given and out on the screen. Here's Naylor, nowhere to go. Tackled at the 14-yard line. It's R.J. Moten on the stop from the safety position, and now a 2nd down and about 14, and about 20.
Yeah, huge tackle right there, breaking away from his defender. R.J. comes through, brings his man down. Now it's going to be 2nd and long for the Spartans. What do they do right here as we got 1:48 left on the clock? How fast do you want to keep this going if you're not able to get the first down?
So 1:40 to go in this first half. Thorne back to throw. Looking deep. Ball! Oh, he's sacked. Ball's loose. Picked up by the Wolverines. It's Aiden Hutchinson. Touchdown. Oh, what a play from this defensive line.
Aiden Hutchinson, baby. Let's go. Okay, go back to that play right there. Peyton Thorne dropping back in the pocket. I believe it was David Ojabo that stripped that ball away. Number 97 gets it in the end zone. Here's the replay right now. David Ojabo on the blind side right there. Brings Thorne down The ball goes into the end zone, and Aiden Hutchinson comes down with it. Now, referees are huddling up to talk about to see, was Peyton Thorne down?
I thought he wasn't because he rolled over Ojabo. But they're going to review this. So they're going to check this play, but a huge play. This defensive line said enough is enough. First play, David Ojabo getting home. Second, on the run play. Second play, Aiden Hutchinson getting home for the sack. And then on that, the strip sack. Both those guys, Ojabo and Hutchinson, NFL caliber players coming through in the clutch. But you see Ojabo, Thorne rolled over Ojabo. That's why I think this is a fumble recovered for a touchdown. But we'll see.
Nah, well, right before he rolled over him, there was the potential that his knee might have been down. But the call on the field was a touchdown. So the call on the field was a touchdown. Do the referees have enough evidence to turn this one over? It looks like his knee did hit the ground before he rolled over Ojabo. Now the question is, when was the ball loose?
This is going to be a huge call. And I don't see evidence for this. And I think this is a touchdown. We're going to see. Waiting for the referee's signal, but a huge
we
play
should see it right here
from this defensive line. I don't see, you're talking about that left knee down. I don't think that left knee actually falls down. It never actually went to the ground. It was his shin, and it has to be a knee or an elbow. That should be a touchdown.
They're taking their sweet time on this one, so that kind of gets you nervous. Because as soon as they're taking a little bit extra time, you start to think maybe they're going to overturn it. Because now you also have the game clock, resetting the clock, making sure the clock is right. But, I mean, the call on the field was a fumble recovered in the end zone by Aiden Hutchinson for a touchdown.
So we are still awaiting this call. It is taking a while. You can tell the magnitude. Here it is. Wow, they just overturned that. Oh my goodness. That is, wow.
I guess they saw enough on that one to say that he was down. I mean, like I said initially, before he rolled over Ojabo, it looked like his knee did hit the ground. Now the question was, when was the ball loose? And the referees, what they saw was that the ball was not loose before, or the ball became loose after Peyton Thorne was down. Nonetheless, you have 6 points taken off the scoreboard, but the Spartans now will have the ball on their own 4-yard line, 3rd down and long. Michigan electing to take the timeout. You got 1:31 left on the clock. You get a stop right here. You got time to put more points on the board, and Michigan will get the ball to start the second half.
I still think it's a little ridiculous. If that play maybe was called incomplete or not a fumble, then it needs to be clear and conclusive evidence. To me, there wasn't. So Michigan State gets another gift from the refs. Maybe this is the fan talking out of me, but that's 3 calls. That's 3 calls.
And expect Kenneth Walker right here to take this up the middle to get some space.
Here's Walker. He's waiting for tacklers. Good tackle from Hutchinson. And now Jim Harbaugh running in for a timeout. 1:25 to go. Michigan will most likely get the football.
Wolverines will get the ball back as it's going to be 4th and long. Now, the question, I don't think you bring the house to try block it right here because you're going to be in plus territory. A.J. Henning will be the deep man after we come back from the timeout.
Yeah, now this is about, all right, now you create maybe a lane for A.J. Henning, get the ball in plus territory. You got plenty of time to go. Remember, clock stops after every first down. Michigan with 1 timeout remaining. So I think there's plenty of time to really orchestrate a drive, get some more points, and get it back up to a 2-possession lead.
And I mean, if A.J. Henning, let's say he signals for a fair catch, 2 first downs, you're already knocking on the door of Jake Moody territory to get a field goal. Michigan Wolverines have plenty of time. They got 1 timeout remaining, but they will also receive the kickoff to start the second half. So if you're Jim Harbaugh and your team right now, what you want is you want to put points on the board going into halftime, get some momentum, and then you get the ball to start the second half.
So Barringer will punt from his own end zone. Punt is up. Shorter kick. Henning will let it drop. And what a punt. What a punt. Inside the 30 to the 29. Everything going right on that play for Michigan State. They get off the punt, a booming kick from Barringer, and now Michigan, they don't get the field position they would want with 1:13 remaining. That took off 12 seconds. And if you're A.J. Henning, you got to go get that ball.
Yeah, lucky bounce right there. Initially, when it came off the foot right there, it looked like it was not the greatest punt. It looked like Michigan was going to be in plus territory. But a favorable bounce for the Spartans puts Michigan in their own 30 right there. McNamara is going to be the quarterback to start this drive.
So here we go. 1:13 to go from the 29. McNamara in the gun. No one back there. McNamara looking over the middle. Eric All inside midfield. They'll hurry up to the line of scrimmage. What a throw from McNamara over the zone coverage, over those linebackers to Eric All, their tight end.
How about that? Eric All unmarked across the middle. McNamara quickly to him.
So now McNamara, 1:07 to go. Cade looks, the right side overthrown, looking for Johnson. Probably better that it wasn't caught.
He also did have Eric All again. Eric All was a little bit winded on that play right there up the middle, but.
And out he goes. Shoemaker will check in with 1:03 to go. Michigan 20-14 lead. What a crazy first half. Michigan thought they had a fumble return for a touchdown. The play was overturned. Michigan gets the football at the 50, a couple questionable calls. But nonetheless, they got the football at the 50, 1:04 to go. Up 6. McNamara steps up, got a man, it's Corum. He's at the 45, but he goes backwards. Bar will be marked at the 46. Clock keeps running with 54 seconds. McNamara hurries up to the line. Under 47 to go. 3 wide receivers. Corum behind. McNamara back to throw. Looking right side. Got Andrell Anthony. He cuts inside to the 35. Trying to get out of bounds. It's a first down for the Wolverines. So clock stops with 36 seconds.
Yeah, Andrell Anthony was able to get out of bounds on that one. So Wolverines will have the clock stop at 36 seconds. You get another first down. You're in Jake Moody territory.
So a really nice job. Andrell Anthony, the true freshman, knowing get out of bounds. Such a smart play from the young true freshman. McNamara gets someone to drop.
Free play right here.
There's no flag on the field. Oh, there is a flag on the far side of the field at the 30, so that will be called. Smart play from McNamara. Just get rid of the ball so you don't waste any more time, but free 5 yards for Michigan. So McNamara with the hard count. Ball will now be moved up to about the 30-yard line. First down and 5 with 30 seconds to go here in this first half.
So Roman Wilson has checked into this game for the first time, I believe. Dealing with injuries, now he's in for this one.
He's a possession receiver that Michigan has. He's one of those guys for the Wolverines. Maybe you get him the football. 30 seconds from the 30. McNamara back to throw. He's got time, got his tight end over the middle. To the 25, trying to break a tackle. Got up to the 22 with 23 seconds. They'll move fast because the clock stops once again. It's another first down for the Wolverines. Clock keeps going, 20 seconds to go. McNamara back to throw. Looking short, got Roman Wilson. Roman Wilson stays in bounds, 14 seconds, and now a timeout from Jim Harbaugh. 12 seconds, now you're thinking maybe a shot or two to the end zone, then you go on to kick the field goal.
Yeah, that's all you can really do. I mean, with the Wolverines right there, forced to burn their final timeout, these have to be in the end zone, or because in college, if you get the first down, the clock does stop. So anything short of the first down or in the end zone, that's in the favor of Michigan State, because to get your team set and to spike the ball is really tough with only 14 seconds left. So nonetheless, I would expect you can potentially it's second down. You're looking.
I say one shot. There's 14 seconds, so they'll add 2 seconds back. I say maybe one shot, maybe two. But you trust your quarterback in this situation. He's been money all game.
Yeah, you can get two. Cade McNamara is well aware of the situation. You have to give the ball. The one thing you cannot do is you cannot take a sack. and it's going to be an empty backfield. Cade McNamara knows he has to get this ball out quickly. You got about 5 seconds to get the ball out.
Got to be smart if you're McNamara. Looking up to the end zone. Anthony out of bounds. So now 10 seconds. Third down. McNamara looking towards the sideline. They will. Harbaugh trying to think things over.
See, with that play right there,
plenty of time.
He also did have Eric All open, but you know, you're going to Angel Anthony, who's going into the end zone right there. Also, in the out of bounds play, this same thing. It's third down. You got to do similar play. This has to be in the end zone or a quick first down, but this has to be in the end zone or incomplete to get Jake Moody out there.
They love the matchup on the far side with Anthony and Kimbrough. Looking towards the end zone. Johnson back of the end zone, incomplete. Just overthrown, but no harm, no foul. Now it's time for Jake Moody to make it a 2-possession game. It will be about a 34-yard field goal into the wind. Wind looks to have died down just a bit. So with 6 seconds to go, smart by Cade McNamara, not forcing anything, throwing it to where only your receiver can catch it, no time wasted, and now you trust your kicker in this situation. 34 yards. Moody. Snap is good. Kick on its way, and it is true blue. So Michigan, 23.
Before the kickoff, Mel Tucker is able to burn one of his timeouts to ice Jake Moody. So a little bit of a warm-up kick right there.
I don't love that. Every time those ices get me a little nervous. But we'll do it again.
But how about this? What about if Harbaugh and Gaddis want to go in their bag of tricks and fake it?
No way. You got to get it to 2 scores on the road. You get the football at half. This game needs to be at 2 scores if you're Michigan. There's no sense in doing that.
Yeah. I mean, we saw what they did in Wisconsin on the first couple of possessions, going for it on 4th down. I believe they kick it because they get the ball to start the second half, and you would go up by a score, 2 scores. So huge
here we
kick
go.
Right here for Jake Moody.
So once again, Moody on for the kick.
Unless Mel wants to use another timeout. He's standing right by that referee.
Yep, he uses it. He uses it. He uses it. It doesn't count. Doesn't matter. So we will do it again.
I would just love to see Harbaugh switch it up and go for it. Do a fake field goal.
So the tension rises. Mel Tucker's still got one more timeout. Could he use it or not? But if you're Jake Moody, you got to be just thinking, all right, that doesn't matter. Just kick the ball through the uprights. And that's two for Jake Moody. Mel Tucker raising the stakes of this field goal just a bit, making Moody think about it. You never like these situations for kickers. You never do. You still think he goes for it?
Honestly, I would love to see him, just come out with it, switch it up, fake it.
Oh, boy. But just looking at this first half, make or miss, Michigan has the lead. Yes, they had 2 turnovers, but a couple of plays where they could have been up even more. They should be up 27-14 in my book, maybe even more. And if they can go up to, into this half, up 1 or 2 possessions, you got to be feeling good if you're the Wolverines. You really do. So here we go. Crowd is up. They know it's time to kick it. 34 yards for Jake Moody. Snap is good. Kick on its way. And look at Jake Moody. Unbelievable. 3 timeouts. 3 good kicks.
Money Moody is unfazed right there. 4 kicks in a row, all up the middle. Jake Moody, solid for the Michigan Wolverines, extending it to a 2-possession game now. And Wolverines did exactly what they were supposed to do. I mean, that drive right there all started out with the the fumble that was a touchdown that wasn't a touchdown, and then they get it deep in a fantastic punt by the Michigan State punter. And then the Wolverines quickly come down the field, are going to come away with 3 points, but you got 2 seconds left on the clock.
And I just want to say, after everything that first half gave, with all the ups, with all the downs, this Michigan team looked unfazed. They were down 14-13. They had a chance to go up 27-14. A couple bad calls, in my opinion, questionable we'll call 'em. But they're still up 2 scores. About to head into halftime. Let's see what happens here, but 2 seconds to go here in this first half. But if you're Michigan, Jim Harbaugh heading in the locker room, you get the football, you got to be happy. It looks like they'll let that go into the end zone. 2 seconds. Let's see what Michigan State does. Do they kneel it? Let's see. Mel Tucker's always got a trick up his sleeve.
Mel
I feel
Tucker is aggressive. I wouldn't be surprised if they do a quick Hail Mary. I mean, you got 2 seconds.
Maybe a screen, something easy, get your guy in space. I don't know. Let's see.
I think it looks like they're going to knee it the way they're doing it, you know.
Yeah. So that proves. Let's make sure there's no trickery. Got to be prepared if you're Michigan. Yep. So they'll knee it. It's over. Michigan 23, Michigan State 14.
Let's see if there's any extracurricular activities. Nope, it looks like both teams will head to the locker room without any confrontations heading to the locker room, but Michigan up 23-14 going to the locker room. You know, whenever you're up, you can't complain. You're always going to say, we can do better, you can do better, you can do better. But with Michigan taking a lead into the locker room, getting the ball to start the second half, Wolverines playing great football, forcing 2 turnovers. You would have liked to see them put touchdowns up on the board instead of field goal. But this defense for the Wolverines is playing great. They're knocking on the door they almost forced a turnover in the end zone. But Wolverines playing great. We saw Cade McNamara right there with the 2-minute offense, getting the ball down the field to set up Jake Moody. Wolverines are in a great position. Now the difference is what's going to be said in the locker room for both of these teams.
If you're Michigan, you say keep doing what you're doing. I mean, maybe you fix out the run game a little bit. Kenneth Walker got going, but now you're up 2 scores and get the football. You have a chance to come out in the start of the second half and really put your stamp on this football game and really take Kenneth Walker out of the equation. That would be huge for the Wolverines to get this lead and keep it. The first possession out of the second half will be key. It's been fun. Yeah. It's been a lot of fun.
Before we head to our intermission, it's kind of cool to see that you have the Michigan and Michigan State band out on the field. They're going to play together, you know, put the rivalry aside, let the bands play together. But that's enough from us. Your Michigan Wolverines are up 23-14 in East Lansing. We will be back in 15 minutes where Zach Linfield and Zach Corson will be on the call for the rest of this one.
Spartan Stadium. Michigan State at halftime, 23-14 is the score, with the Wolverines having the 9-point advantage at the break. Zach Linfield here alongside Zach Corson. Zach, the first time that we've been together ever through WCBN.
Happy to say it is. I mean, 9 with the ball to start the second half. So in a great position.